This is an AI avatar of Leasix, founder Rob Lee. Script produced using a custom-trained AI employee in Claude. Video produced using HeyGen. Now, let's begin. Here's a question that might keep you up at night as a real estate agent. Are you leaving money on the table by not properly tracking your community relationships? Most agents focus heavily on generating new leads, but they're missing a gold mine sitting right in their backyard, their community connections. Think about it. Every coffee shop owner, school principal, and neighborhood association president could become a referral source, but only if you nurture those relationships systematically. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to track and nurture community engagement, so you can turn your local connections into a steady stream of business. By the end of this video, you'll know how to set up a community engagement tracking system, create strategic touchpoint plans, build nurturing sequences that actually work, convert relationships into business opportunities, and measure your return on investment. Let's dive in. First thing first, you need a system. Not just a mental note or a sticky pad on your desk, but a real system. Start by creating categories for different types of community contacts. I'm talking about local business owners, community leaders like city council members or school board officials, neighborhood influencers who everyone knows and trusts, and past clients who are still active in the area. Here's the key. Your CRM needs to be configured specifically for community relationship management. Most agents just dump everyone into the same bucket. That's a mistake. You want separate fields for relationship strength, last interaction date, preferred communication method, and community involvement level. Is this person someone who organizes events? Do they have significant social influence? How connected are they to potential buyers and sellers? The goal is to log every interaction systematically, not just the formal meetings, but the casual conversations at the grocery store, the quick chats at your kid's soccer game. These touch points matter. When you track relationship depth, you start to see patterns. You notice which relationships are growing stronger and which ones need attention. Now let's talk strategy. Random community involvement won't move the needle. You need a plan. Start by identifying high-impact community events and organizations. Look for places where your ideal clients gather. If you work with young families, focus on school events and youth sports leagues. If you specialize in luxury homes, target charity galas and country club events. But here's what separates successful agents from everyone else. Consistency. It's not about showing up once and expecting miracles. It's about creating a calendar-based approach that ensures regular community presence. I recommend what I call the value-first strategy. Instead of showing up just to network, bring genuine value. Sponsor a little league team. Organize a neighborhood cleanup. Host an educational seminar about market trends. The magic happens when people start seeing you as someone who cares about the community, not just someone trying to get listings. Create a quarterly plan. Map out which events you'll attend, which organizations you'll join, and what value you'll bring to each. Then stick to it. Remember, authentic engagement strategies work. People can smell a fake from a mile away. If you're only there to hand out business cards, you're wasting your time. This is where most agents fail. They meet great people in the community, but they don't follow up systematically. Big mistake. You need automated but personalized follow-up sequences. Notice I said, but personalized. Automation doesn't mean generic. Set up different nurturing tracks for different types of community contacts. A local business owner needs different communication than a school principal. A neighborhood influencer requires different touch points than a city council member. Here's a simple framework. After meeting someone new in the community, send a personal note within 48 hours. Reference something specific from your conversation. Then add them to an appropriate nurturing sequence. For example, local business owners might receive market updates that show foot traffic trends. Community leaders might get insights about development projects. Influencers might receive content they can share with their networks. The key is creating value-driven content for different community segments. Don't just talk about real estate. Share information that helps them succeed in their roles and measure engagement quality over quantity. A meaningful conversation with one influential community member is worth more than surface-level chats with 20 people. Now here's where it gets interesting. How do you convert these relationships into actual business without being pushy or transactional? First, you need to track referral sources and relationship to business conversion metrics. Which community contacts have referred clients? Which events have generated leads? You need this data. Create systems to identify when community contacts are ready for real estate services. Maybe the coffee shop owner mentions their lease is up. Maybe the school principal talks about teachers relocating. These are opportunities if you're paying attention. But here's the crucial part. You maintain authenticity while strategically positioning yourself as the local real estate expert. People need to think of you first when real estate comes up in conversation. This happens through consistent, valuable communication, regular market updates, quick texts about interesting properties, helpful resources for their businesses or organizations. The goal isn't to sell to everyone you meet. The goal is to become the obvious choice when anyone in your community has a real estate need or knows someone who does. Let me share a powerful example. Silverstein Properties was working on a major development project. Instead of just hoping for community support, they systematically tracked community engagement. They gathered over 1,600 comments from community members and shared this data with city officials. The result? Approval for a $2 billion project. Their analytics showed 80% positive community feedback. That kind of measurable community support doesn't happen by accident. It happens through systematic engagement and relationship tracking. Speaking of measurement, you absolutely must track the return on investment of your community engagement efforts. Establish key performance indicators. How many community events did you attend this quarter? How many new relationships did you build? How many existing relationships deepened? How many referrals came from community contacts? But don't just count numbers. Assess relationship quality. Regular relationship auditing helps you identify which connections are strengthening and which ones are cooling off. Here's what this looks like in practice. Once a month, review your community contact list. Who haven't you talked to recently? Who seems less responsive than before? Who's becoming more engaged? Then adjust your strategies accordingly. Maybe some relationships need more personal attention. Maybe others would benefit from different types of communication. The data doesn't lie. One real estate team implemented a comprehensive CRM system specifically for community and client relationships. The result? A 50% improvement in lead conversion rates. They reduced their response time to community inquiries to 36 hours on average. Another case study showed agents saving up to 26 hours per week through systematic relationship management automation. That's 26 hours they could reinvest in building deeper community connections or closing more deals. The measurement piece is critical because it helps you double down on what's working and eliminate what's not. Let me paint a picture of how this all works together. Follow up. Boss analyzed real estate teams using comprehensive relationship management systems. They found something remarkable. Teams that systematically tracked and nurtured all relationships, including community connections, achieved up to 6 times more revenue through personalized engagement. Here's why that matters. Personalized emails generate dramatically better results than generic outreach, but you can't personalize effectively unless you're tracking relationship details systematically. These successful agents weren't just using their CRM for leads. They were using it to manage their entire professional network, community leaders, local business owners, past clients, current prospects, everyone. The result? When someone in their community needed real estate services or knew someone who did, these agents were the obvious choice. So let's recap what we covered today. First, set up a community engagement tracking system with proper categories and relationship depth indicators. Second, create strategic touchpoint plans focused on high-impact events and authentic value delivery. Third, build automated but personalized nurturing sequences for different types of community contacts. Fourth, develop systems to convert community relationships into business opportunities while maintaining authenticity. And fifth, measure your ROI and regularly audit relationship health to optimize your approach. Community engagement isn't just about being nice. It's about building a sustainable referral network that generates business for years to come. The agents who treat their community relationships as systematically as their sales pipeline, those are the agents who thrive long term. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one community organization or event and commit to showing up consistently for the next 6 months. Track every interaction. Measure your results. I guarantee you'll be surprised by the opportunities that emerge. That's a wrap for today. If this video helped you think differently about community engagement, hit the like button and subscribe for more tactical real estate advice. And remember, in real estate, relationships are everything. The question is, are you managing them systematically? See you next time.